Hello, who are you? I'm a blackbird. It's a type of thrush. Can you learn about blackbirds? Oh yes, I can learn about blackbirds. Let's learn about blackbirds in a slideshow.
Despite their name, less than half of all blackbirds are actually black. Females and juveniles are brown, and occasionally birds are leucistic, where some or all of their feathers are white. These leucistic birds aren't evenly spread around the country. One large study found that they are almost twice as common in urban areas than they are in the countryside. There are several theories for why this is. Urban sparrows are more likely to show mutations, and perhaps that is also true for blackbirds. The increased rate of leucism may be caused by nutrient deficiencies in urban birds, or it could be down to predation, with birds that have white feathers making easier prey in the countryside where there are more natural predators. Whilst I'm speaking about their colours, even when a male blackbird's feathers are all black, there is some variation in the colour of their beaks, and this can affect their chances of finding a mate. Male birds with brighter orange or yellow bills are often bigger and heavier with fewer parasites. This suggests that their beak colour is an honest signal of their fitness, and birds with brighter beaks have been shown to have more chance of holding a territory and therefore of finding a mate. If you regularly see blackbirds in your garden, you'd be forgiven for assuming that they were the same few birds visiting again and again, but a study has found that that is not always the case. Especially during the winter, blackbirds can roam quite far in search of food and other resources. A colour ringing project found that 74 different birds passed through one Norfolk garden in a single day. If you've watched a few of my bird fact files, you might have noticed that there is a common trend of birds that migrate on continental Europe not doing so in the UK, and that is also mostly true for blackbirds. Although some Scottish birds do move south for the winter, most blackbirds that breed in the UK are resident all year round. However, over on mainland Europe, birds from Scandinavia and other northern regions do head south to avoid the worst of the weather. Many hundreds of thousands visit the UK, with some other birds going as far south as Spain and even North Africa. In the UK, some blackbird populations are dropping drastically, with a 40% decline in their numbers around London since 2018. It's thought that this is caused by the spread of a new disease, the Uzutu virus. This is spread from bird to bird by mosquitoes and affects various organs within the birds and often kills them. Some of the symptoms include weakness, seizures and a loss of coordination, and currently there is no way of preventing it in wild birds. Male blackbirds can sing a beautiful song, and whilst this is usually in the early morning and evening, they will sing at other times as well. In areas where there is street lighting, they have been recorded singing in the dead of the night, probably tricked by the artificial lights into thinking that it's daytime. Interestingly, blackbirds are also known to sing more during and shortly after it has rained. Blackbirds are native to most of Europe and to some parts of North Africa, but like so many other European birds, they've been introduced to other parts of the world by people. Specifically, they were introduced to New Zealand in the 1860s and to Australia in the 1850s. They are still living in both of these countries to the present day, although they are rarer and less widespread in Australia than in New Zealand, where they are quite common. Whilst blackbirds do work in a pair to raise their chicks, these roles are not split evenly. Female birds are solely responsible for the construction of the nest, for incubating the eggs, and for brooding the very young chicks, whilst male birds take charge of defending their territories, bringing food for the female and chicks whilst they are on the nest, and once the chicks have fledged, almost all of their care is provided by the male. Often at this point, the females have moved on to their next nesting attempt.
Let's trace the letter B.
Pull down. Back on the top. Around in. Back in the middle. And around in again. Lowercase b. Pull down. Go back to the middle and draw a curved line to the bottom. Amazing writing!
Let's take a picture of the blackbird. Got it. Let's put it in the animal alphabet book. There we go. You figured out this animal. B is for blackbird. That was fun. Thanks. There's a worm. Time to hunt. Goodbye, Blackbird.